All right, class, how's everybody doing today?
Good.
Awesome. Okay, so today we're going to be continuing and finishing up with our ancient Egypt content. So we learned about the Rosetta Stone last time. I'm just going to go over a few details. Let's just remember today to keep your phones away, to remember our class contract, and respect the classroom, respect me, and respect your classmates. And then remember our voice and work levels. Right now we're going to be on silent individual work. Later on we'll be working in partners, and you guys can whisper up for now. Let's go ahead and keep it quiet. So we're learning about the evolution of language today. Let's go ahead and start with the review. The entrance ticket. So go ahead and on your entrance ticket write, do you know any other world languages? If yes, which ones and why? And if no, which one would you like to learn and why? I'm going to give you about a minute to do that. I'm just going to remind the class to not have their cell phones out, please. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the review. Does anybody first want to let me know, do they know any world languages other than English? No?
No.
What would you like to learn?
I'd like to learn Spanish.
Spanish. Oh, that's a very useful language. Why?
Well, I'm a really old sixth grader and I would like to teach in Santa Ana School District, and so I would like to learn Spanish to help me communicate with
Awesome.
students.
I like that a lot. All right, so review really quickly. We're going to review the Rosetta Stone. We went over this last week, so this is just basic information. So the Rosetta Stone is a stone written by the Egyptian priests, and it explains the pharaoh of the time and his accomplishments. It was written in 196 BC, and it was found in 1799 in the village of Rosetta, hence the name, on the Delta. And then there are 3 different languages written on the Rosetta Stone. There are Egyptian hieroglyphics, Demotic, and Greek. So each Egyptian hieroglyphics is a language used by the priests in ancient Egypt. Any religious document of the time is going to be written in the hieroglyphics. And that's what ancient Egypt is also most known for, are the hieroglyphics. It's basically pictures, because they didn't have actual words yet. Demotic is the language of the people. So any general person in the region is going to be using this language. Hieroglyphics were too advanced. And then Greek is also in ancient Egypt, because the rulers of ancient Egypt were Greek Macedonian following the conquest of Alexander the Great. All right, does anybody have any questions so far?
No.
Awesome. All right, so today you're going to be translating from hieroglyphics, Demotic, and ancient Greek languages. Krishan, do you mind putting your phone away, please? Thank you. All right, so I'm going to give you your packet. On your packet, it includes a translation from English alphabet to the hieroglyphic equivalent of the letter. And here it tells you exactly what is the hieroglyphics. It says here, the Egyptian hieroglyphics on the Rosetta Stone was the language of the priests and any religious documents written and used in ancient Egypt. And then the second one is Egyptian Demotic. The Egyptian Demotic language was the language used in the everyday life of the common people. It is often referred to as the language of the people. Lastly, on the second page, it has Greek. Greek was the language of the rulers at the time of the Rosetta Stone was inscribed. The rulers were mainly Greek Macedonian following the conquest of Alexander the Great. Go ahead and go to your last page. All right, so you have 3 different boxes here. Each one, it tells you that you're going to be spelling out Rosetta Stone in each one of the 3 languages. So, for example, here you can see the first one would be R for Rosetta. You're going to go to R on your page, and it looks like a little I. So that's what you're going to be drawing for the R. All right, and I'll do one more for you, the O. I don't even know what that is. It looks like maybe a little hat, right? So you're gonna be looking for Rosetta. You're gonna be spelling it out in ancient hieroglyphics. Once you're done with that, move on to Egyptian Demotic. And once you're done with that, move on to Greek. If you do have any extra time at the end, you may go to the back and try spelling out your name. All right? I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit extra time if you need it, to do this, okay? Go ahead and start. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. I'll come over and ask or answer. Sean, can you please put your phone in your backpack, please? Thank you. Yes.
What if I can't draw it very well? Is that okay?
Do your best. That's all I'm asking for. As long as you guys do your best, then I am happy, and your parents will be happy, and you will be happy. I'm going to go ahead and change, because you guys have been silent and working correctly and politely, our voice and work levels to whisper in partners. You may work in partners and whisper. As long as you keep it down, we will stay here. If you do not, then we will move back up to silent individual work.
Your face doesn't even look like it is.
You guys have about 3 more minutes. How are you doing, Krishan?
Good.
Wow, that's awesome. You're doing very well. You guys have about 1 more minute. Yes.
We choose how our letters look by some of the Greek letters, because a lot of them are the same.
Yes. Our language is based somewhat on the Greek alphabet. It's very influenced. All right. So, are you guys done?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So, can you go ahead and tell your partner what hieroglyphics you used? They're pictures, so go ahead and explain to your partner in picture form.
Use an eye, and like a drooping flower, and a cane. I don't know what the E is supposed to be, maybe like a musical instrument. And then little half circles, and a bird. And a squiggly line.
Awesome. Okay. Now go ahead and tell your partner. We're gonna keep we're gonna keep sharing with our partners, and then we'll share with the class. Which language was the hardest for you to write, and why?
I think hieroglyphics, because it's like actual drawings, not just shapes, like simple line drawings.
All right. Can somebody raise their hand and tell me which language was hardest for them to write and why? Yes, Krishan?
I think hieroglyphics because it's more detailed, like pictures, and
Yes.
the other ones are just sort of lines or shapes, simple shapes.
Yes, very good. Awesome. Okay. So, can anybody else tell me anything else? Anybody want to tell me anything else that they learned from writing into a different language? Yes.
There's lots of different ways to say the same thing, or
Yes.
to show the same thing.
Yes, that is exactly the point. So the evolution of language is that you need to know there are different ways of saying the same thing even in the same land. So there is, in ancient Egypt, there are 3 different languages going on within the 3 different groups of people. You have Egyptian hieroglyphic, which is, who uses that? Religious, yes, thank you. And Demotic,
Normal people.
yes, which is, it's called the what? Look at your worksheets.
Language of the people.
Yes, the language of the people. And Greek is used by leaders and rulers. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish up and do the exit ticket. So you're going to write what are the 3 languages written on the Rosetta Stone and why are they important. And go ahead and try to connect them as much as you can. I'll give you guys about 2 minutes to do this and then we'll wrap up the class. Great job, Shannon. All right, go ahead and start finishing up your sentences. All right, Krishan, would you like to share what you wrote?
But the 3 kinds are hieroglyphics, Demotic, and Greek. They're important because they show the different people living in the same place at the same time. And also the Rosetta Stone relates religious texts, important religious texts related.
Awesome, that was a great answer. Thank you so much. Okay, so can everybody go ahead and finish up what they're doing? Make sure to keep your worksheets because there may or may not be a translation on the test. And then as on your way out, you're gonna put your ticket out, in and out the door, right on the table. Everybody have an amazing rest of your day and enjoy the break, fall break.